I have super awesome news, guys. It is GED question of the daytime, and we've reached the final video in this little series we've been doing on writing equations of lines given their graphs. So directions here say write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. So I will remind you that the GED formula sheet has the slope-intercept form of the equation of a line. On it, under the section algebra, it's the second formula down, I think, says y equals mx plus b. And all you have to do to take this from its generic formula form into a specific equation of a line is replace the m with a value. What value? Well, the slope of my line. And you replace the b with a value. What value should you replace that with? Well, the y-intercept of my line. Okay, take a look at this line. Notice something. It's flat. Do you see that? It's not sloping. It's not going up. It's not going down. If I were to ask you, how steep is this road? You'd say no steep at all. There's no steepness to it. It has a slope of 0. The slope, the m, is 0. So I have 0 x's. Now, what is the b, the y-intercept? Well, the b here, where I am crossing, where my line is crossing the y-axis, is right here. I can see it, and that's where y is at -1. So my b is -1. So I'm going to replace this plus b with a -1. And that is correct. This is a correct answer, don't get me wrong, but it is not done. It won't look like this on your GED because mathematicians know that they always give all their answers simplified, and this is math we can simplify. I can do the math as 0 times x. Now you might say, Kate, I don't know what x is, so how can I multiply 0 times x? You can do it because you know what 0 does when you're multiplying. Let me show you what I mean. Let's imagine that x was 5. Well, 0 times 5 would just be 0. And let's imagine that x was 11. Well, 0 times 11 would just be 0. So even if you're going to take 0 and multiply it by some unknown number x, 0 is going to behave the way that it always has. When you multiply, it'll turn whatever it is into 0. So 0 times x is just 0. Now I can continue to simplify here because I know what 0 minus 1 is. If I have no money, and I spend $1, I am in trouble. I am in debt by $1. Y is equal to -1. And that is done. Now, if you're the lucky student that has memorized, like I do, that horizontal lines, and I begged you to memorize this in about our 3rd or 4th video, are always in the form y equals a number, well, you would have gotten done really, really fast because you would have just said y equals what? Well, no matter where I'm at on this line, my y value is going to be -1. So either way you work this, you're going to get to the same place. And this is probably as tricky as these lines get, not because it's hard, but because students forget what to do when they get these special flat lines. If you have any questions about this or any other GED math topic, be sure to drop it in the comments and I'll do my best to answer it.